Hi, it's Stacy with So Steady, and I am here with Donna McCauley, and
Hi.
we're going to have special guest Janet Collins, all the way from Perth, Australia, joining us here in just a bit. It is a tad bit early for Janet there in Perth. It is still just reaching 6 a.m. So we're asking her to join us a little bit later on. We're going to have Donna kick things off for us, and then we'll jump in with Janet a little bit later. But today we've got some awesome classes in store for you that we're going to be showing off. We've got some awesome inspiration that Donna is going to be sharing today. We're really excited because we've really been focused on kind of all these holiday projects, but Donna has also created some really cool holiday-ish tools that we're going to be sharing with all of you today, and we might even have some fun tool opportunities to win as well. So go ahead and sit back. Make sure to do lots of comments, because if you remember, this is all about being able to win while you're live, as well as we're going to have one super duper package offer for you to win by liking, commenting, and sharing, and that will be announced next week. Now, we did just announce our winner for the 4J&T template set and the all wrapped up pattern by Hellen Sullivan. And again, that's that new template set that we showed off last week. The lucky winner of that was Stephanie P. We just posted it to that page from our Facebook Live last week, so you can check that out and learn more about the winner of that. And if your name is Stephanie, definitely check it out. But we're excited to have you join us today. We've got some great education in store for you. So Donna, tell me a little bit about what you got sitting in front of you there.
Well, this is really kind of fun. This is one of the newest template sets, and it is the Holiday Sampler Set number 2. So
okay.
Last year we had this Holiday Sampler, and I guess it was the year before. Oh my goodness. Anyway, we had that one out with the tree and ribbon candy and stepping stones and some fun stuff like that. And so for this time around, decided that it was time for a new sampler set. And I don't know if you can see that very clearly here. This is sampler set number 2. It has in it all different sizes. These are not sizes that are available in any of the other sets, but we've taken some that have kind of shown to be popular right now, and it includes the holly leaf. It is in a new size, not available in the set, and also the bell, which includes in it the clapper and also the handle, all built right into the one template. And then our kids, we've got to have our little kids, and the candy cane. So these are, let's see if we can just kind of spread them out here a little bit easier to see. Sometimes with the black background, you can tell what they are a little bit. I'm working on a pattern project. It isn't yet complete. When it is, you will have access to the pattern and the instructions when you purchase the templates. And so one of the pieces in that uses the holly leaf, and it creates just a real interesting little block pattern. Of course, there's all kinds of different things that can be done with the holly, but this is a bigger size than what's available in the holly leaf set. It is 4 inches by 5 inches in size, so it's a little bit bigger, and it also has the built-in berries. This block did some fun stuff with the bell, and this is with some silver thread, so my stitching may not show up real well for you here, but it's kind of an interesting little design. That's just
really cool, Donna. What's the size of those designs?
These are all going to be on a 12-inch block, so it's actually about 10 inches, this particular one here.
Okay.
So it's a pretty good size. The bell is 3 inches by 4.5 inches tall. And so it's offset a little bit. So we're looking at about 10 inches in that pattern. So these are just some ideas of ways that these templates can be used. That doesn't mean it's all that can be done. And here's one I was playing with earlier with the candy cane. And right in the middle, we have a little Celtic knot that's created with the candy cane templates. And so, well, I'll be adding some more quilting to these. And of course, the instructions will follow. And then I have a fun little pattern planned for the little kids templates. So those are something that I think somebody's going to end up with, right? So
that's right. So this is the big prize, guys. So we're telling you right now what the like, comment, and share prize that you're going to have to go ahead and like, comment, and share. And then we're going to pick one lucky winner to win this next week. So keep that in mind as you're, doing all those things, because everything counts. We're counting every single like and comment to be able to have an opportunity to win that. So definitely the more you are active in our live today, the more chances you're going to have to win that awesome new template set. And I have posted a link to that set, but it is a 4-piece set. But as you can see, those 4 pieces have a lot of extra designs in them. So especially the bell design and I think the holly design, is that right?
Right. And so each one of these comes with a page, informational sheets for each of the templates on how you can create some different patterns and designs for each and every one of the 4 templates. So you're not just left in the dark trying to figure it out. I really like this center piece along here of the bells, and it's just how you twist and turn them, and it creates those bows and ribbons right along there to fill in a beautiful border on your projects. Lots of different things. And then the holly, of course, we have those multiple designs and patterns.
You know what I was just thinking is how fun that could be to, take one of each of those designs and create, maybe a 4 placemat setting or something.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, with just one of each of those designs. So
that would be kind of neat.
Everybody gets to choose which placemat they have for the holidays, and if you need to turn it into 8, then you've got 2 of each. Or
yeah. So here is a little piece that I did with the hollies. Now this was from the holly set, and used multiple sizes of the templates on here and threw in the little berries too. And so this was the template with different colors of fabric, but I also had some straight applique. And so I had used the lighter color as template and cut away the top one. And then the green I placed over the top, used the template and did my stitching, and then cut it away and created the applique. So it's like templique. Actually, we have template and templique. When we get
honestly, I think applique with these rulers is one of the coolest things. And I think it's one of the most undershown things. We haven't shown it a whole lot. We haven't put it out there to folks like, hey, have you considered how easy this can be? Yeah.
Right. And so, when we want to incorporate more color into our project, that's a perfect way. And of course, the little red berries, those are just thread painted. So we just stitch back and forth and get to create that fun little pattern there.
Yeah, so someone just said, so you can applique with these templates. Yeah, the easiest thing is all you have to do is take a square of fabric, like a little remnant, all those little pieces that you're not sure what to do with, throw it down, as long as it's as big as the design, onto the fabric, sew it on, and then use your applique scissors to cut it off.
Right. You just want to make sure that you have the fusible web on the back of it so it will adhere nicely. It just creates a little bit less puffiness in it, and it all welds together. So it's
And
just.
we do have something called Template Fuse that would work great for that.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. Absolutely. I don't use that name, but that's the product that is excellent for that. And so sometimes I just call it fusible web, but it is the Template Fuse.
Yeah.
So another set that's fairly new is the Edge to Edge sampler set. I don't have a project finished here yet with those, just because I've been kind of laid up a little bit and not able to do a lot of sewing. But we have some sample ideas of what you can do. This set does have a winding way template in it, but it's a different size. This is 4.5 inches. And so it's a little bit smaller version than the original first 5-inch template. And so we also have the 2 and 3 and 4, but they're the little 1/2 inch or half templates. And so you have to do 2 and 3, I'm sorry, top and a bottom and a top and a bottom, where this is all one piece, just like the 5-inch, only smaller. So that's quite kind of a neat idea. And then we have the curvy diamonds, and this really stitches out nice. It creates little orange peels going across as one, but many other options. You can even do parts of it and just create a border row. And let's see what else we have. This is a brand new one. It is the skinny ribbon candy. Let's see if I can hold that still without wiggling so much. And it works just like our original ribbon candy, only it's real narrow. And so we get that real tight little close pattern to it. It stitches, let's see, 2.5 inches. Oh, my numbers on here aren't correct. And 3/4 inch wide. And so we get some real pretty little loops and ribbons and patterns going there. And then the flourish template. It's another one that's a new one that's included in this set, and makes some real neat, interesting borders, and can also be used for some fill and different things like that. So these are 2 new sets that have just come available here in the last few months.
Absolutely. And you know, one of the things that I wanted to point out about Donna's templates is while Donna has this template set called Edge to Edge, a lot of Donna's templates really lend themselves to amazing edge to edge designs. So like the Winding Way template, Donna, or I think the Wiggle. So a lot of the templates in her line.
Oh dear, we lost Stacy. I don't know if we're still here. Looks like our counter's going, so I'm going to just keep on talking. We have, as Stacy was saying, a lot of the different templates will go ahead and do edge-to-edge quilting. It just depends on how you connect them or work across the page or the quilt in rows and then drop down and come back across. So hi, here she is. We've got Stacy back.
I was trying to take you over to the page, and I decided to go ahead and just leave the whole page altogether with. So, but what I wanted to show you is that really what we call Donna's whole line is quick and easy edge-to-edge templates. So because so many of them will really be able to do all of it. Well, she showed you some amazing spinning designs there that you can create with that new holiday sampler. So many of those designs you can turn into just all over designs, super easy. And so I just wanted to show you kind of the broader picture of so many of Donna's designs that we have here and how they really do fill spaces quite nicely for that purpose. So Donna, you've been very busy in the last year coming up with some really cool templates. So the edge to edge templates you just showed, the new holiday sampler, some of the templates that we, have also been introduced in the last year. I think the coil has been pretty recent. The maple leaf has been in 2021. We also introduced Was the puzzle in 2021 as well, Donna?
No, I think the puzzle was right at the tail end of last year.
Okay.
But the stars right there.
The star designs. Also. And I will say I've seen these star designs used quite a bit. So the star designs are fairly popular and definitely could speak a little bit to the holidays as far as what you can do. You can purchase them in a set of 4, or you could buy them each individually, with the smallest sizes being the 1.5 and 2.5, all the way up to a 5.5-inch star. So while you can make stars with straight lines, you can also just purchase a template to do it and make your life a little bit easier, right?
Oh, absolutely. You know, and I've done the stars with straight lines forever. And that's why I decided let's just have a template, because it's so much easier. It's kind of like cookie cutters. And so why do it the hard way when you can do it something a little bit easier? So what
I was going to keep doing, if it's okay by you, is I was going to keep showing off some of your newest designs, and I want everyone to tell us what are their favorites in Donna's new template designs. Which is your favorite? So I'm going to keep pointing out the new ones. We've got the cane templates, which is what was part of that holiday sampler. We've got the bell templates, again, part of the holiday sampler, and the holly wreath. Now, was the holly wreath part of the holiday sampler as well, Donna?
Well, yes, there is one of the wreath, holly leaf, not the wreath. I'm sorry. The wreath is not part of the holiday sampler. The holly leaf is.
So this is another new one that people may not know about. Do you have any samples there of the new holly wreath?
Oh, you know, I don't have any right here I can reach.
Okay, not a problem.
Trapped in the corner. I'm sorry.
We have the holly leaf template here as well, which is part of the sampler. And we're showing that off right now. And you already saw an example of that that's in the sampler, but it's a different size, right?
Yes, the sampler is a little bit bigger. It's 4 inches by 5 inches, and the others are a little smaller. So what's really kind of fun with those, if you happen to have the set, the samplers, templates in the sampler, you're not duplicating what you already have. These are other sizes that are not included in any of the sets. So if you have the bell set, for example, the one here included in the sampler is not the same size. So you're not going to end up having everything all be the same. I hate that when I end up with 2 of the same thing and then have to figure out which one is which. So these are all different, and I've lost the sheet of paper. Even the cane or the kids, it's all different. So the bell is 4.5 inches tall by 3 inches wide. And so it's a little bit skinnier, slightly different. It's pretty much the same shape, but just a little different fit. So it's easier to work with. Just the same kinds of things. You can incorporate it into the same patterns if you have the bell set, and they all work nicely. What's fun for me is seeing all the different designs that you can create out of something that doesn't even look like it would do anything like some of these. And so that's just really kind of a neat thing. I think some of these patterns with that candy cane is really kind of interesting, how you can do here, over here, some edge to edge all over, just continuous rows, zigzagging back and forth. Up here, you can do a crisscross lattice work effect, and it's just twisting and turning the template or flipping it and turning it. So lots of different things that can happen there. You know,
I love that. You know, the one other thing that I wanted to point out as well is that while these aren't new, the amazing marking tools that you created for being able to do quick and easy edge-to-edge designs are really super helpful. So there's 2 different basic markers. You have a 4x12 and a 12x12 basic marker. And again, both of them make kind of drawing out and preparing for your edge designs very quick and easy. So that's another really great tool if you don't already have a basic marker that we definitely encourage you to get if you're going to take advantage of some of those edge-to-edge designs.
Well, you know, that 4x12 is perfect when you're trying to space out your patterns on a border. How many times have you had to try to guess if you're going to end where you need to be? But you can very precisely mark your stop points on each one of your patterns along that length of the border, and it comes out perfect every single time. You don't have to start in the middle and go to the end, and start in the middle and go to the end and hope you come out. You can mark it correctly, and I mean according to the sizes of the template, and then it will just position out as you go. And so it just really makes life a lot easier. I use those a lot in lots of different ways. If you do any cross hatching, they're really nice to help you determine some of that. So lots of fun stuff there.
Absolutely. What else do you have to show us, Donna?
Well, I have here one thing that it's not a new template, it's a new project, and it's something that's available on the university. And this is our stepping stones pattern. And I put this together specifically to use the stepping stones templates. Now this is called the stepping stones wall hanging, and it's folded in half. It's kind of long, where it isn't, it's two colors of fabric, but it's all squares and rectangles. And so we have the dimensional piecing where a rectangle may be folded into a triangle and stitched alongside another one piece of fabric, and then one edge is curved back. So there's detailed instructions in the university on how to create that. And then of course, how to do the quilting, which uses the stepping stones templates. And so here is kind of some interesting combinations using different ways that all of the templates can be used. And so some of the different patterns are also there. So that's on the university.
Excellent. You know, before we jump too far into the university, because I definitely want to go into that with you, I wanted to pick a winner of one of your new designs. So
great.
we're gonna try to keep the design size in that 4.5, 5.5 inch size. Yeah, we're gonna just do a single template, guys. It's not gonna be the whole set, but we want to give something away, and we want to tie it into. We want to give something away right now. And we want to tie it into your new template. So let's go ahead and pick one winner. We're going to let them choose what their favorite new design is. And I'm going to go ahead and pick, I'm going to go with Di Werner. Di, you are the lucky winner. And you said the candy cane is going to be the one that you're super excited about. So we've got a candy cane coming your way. You do need to contact us at info@SoStudy and let us know that you are the lucky winner of the candy cane template. And we'll make sure to give you a size that isn't maybe in the sampler in case you win that too.
Very good.
Yeah. So now we do have quite a few projects that you have created, Donna. I mean, you are, I would consider you're probably one of our most prolific designers here at SoStudy. So you have done a lot in the last year, from anywhere from creating class content to also creating some amazing projects. So I wanted to go ahead and share some of them that first are a little bit more holiday focused, and then we can dive into some of the ones that are a little bit less holiday focused. Or do you have a stack of inspiration that we can go through together?
I have a few pieces here.
Okay, well, let's do that first then.
Well, they're all kind of taken from the different projects on the university. This is one that I created using our holiday sampler, or the trees primarily. And so it is, what's the name of that? I forgot. winter something or another, Wonderland. This is one of the classes on the university, and it has all of the detailed piecing instructions and quilting, and uses the tree. And look at that pattern right in the center. That uses the large tree as well as what's in the borders going around the edges. And so it's just really kind of neat, some of the things that can be done with these templates. Then I have a pile. This is the Christmas star. Now this is one that doesn't have to just be Christmas fabrics. I didn't really do a lot of quilting on this one. It's mostly just stitch in the ditch and outline quilting. But I do have another one we did when we did the class and did the quilting on it. And so you can see how much it changes when we add the template quilting right there in it. And this doesn't have to be Christmas colors, but the block pattern is called Christmas Star. This is one that's a favorite quilt of mine. And it's also one that has the pattern on the university. This is the Triangle Treasures. Now, what images that you'll see there and the quilt that Stacy has, it's in the pinks and purples and those kinds of colors, where this one is in Christmas fabrics. And it has all of the instructions how to create the quilt and how to do the quilting. So it's a larger quilt, so I don't have it all opened up, but it's really a pretty quilt and a fun one to do.
Now, is that a video and a pattern-based quilt or class, or is that pattern only?
This is pattern only. There's a pattern for it on the university. I have not done a video on that just because of the timing.
Yeah. Well, it's a bigger project for sure.
And it's a bigger project. So there's lots to do. If we wanted to at some time in the future, you know, it might be a fun one to do a video on, because how you create that quilt in those blocks is pretty amazing. This one is our pinwheel party. And this was all one fabric that I used here. It had borders and things like that in it, and I cut them apart and used them in different places, and it looks like I have multiple pieces of fabric. But I've seen it where some of the gals, after we did this as a class, and I believe there's a video for it also, but when we did it, I had several people send me pictures where they had done theirs in Christmas colors, and they turned out so pretty.
Oh, I bet they would. So yeah, what we're doing right now is we're going through a whole bunch of different classes. I want you guys to all tell us which ones are your favorites, because we're going to give one of these away. So, yeah.
I have another one. I have the patterns here, but I don't have the quilt. I can't reach it. And it is for the Ribbons and Bows Galore. And it has, let's see, I have it in my binder so you can see what they are. But it really is such a pretty quilt. You might be able to get some better pictures there, Stacy, on the website. Oh dear, I don't know if we lost her again.
This is definitely a stunning quilt. This is just a picture of what it looks like right there on the university page. So we kind of have just a snippet of what that full quilt looks like. But that is available on the So Steady University, and would love to be able to have you all take advantage of that gorgeous quilt that Donna has created using the Ribbons and Bows template set. Isn't that right, Donna?
That's right. That's exactly right. So there's many different ways in there you can use some of those different templates and how you can put them together. In this pattern, I have included information on how you can extend it and make not only the centerpiece or a small quiltlet, but you can add some borders to it, increase it, and make all the way up to a lap size or even a queen or king size bedspread. And so different size options are there, all of the instructions and information. Some of the ladies have completed this and sent me pictures, and they're like, it just is mind-boggling how easy it is to do and how complicated it looks like it would be to do.
Yeah.
Has several pages. There's about 30 pages of that project. Another one that is a favorite of mine is the leaflets pattern that you have on there. I don't know if you have that close up on there, Stacy.
The leaflet centerpiece?
Yes.
Yeah. Let me go ahead and show that.
So it really creates some really interesting vines and different patterns, and the centerpiece effect surrounded by some just simple straight line cross hatching really emphasizes that. But in the border and then the cornerstones have included different design options using those templates. And so these are all.
And those are just very simple templates. So the cost of those templates is just either a large size, and it's a single template with two sizes. Is that right?
That's right. So there's actually 2 templates, and each template has 2 sizes. And so it's not complicated, but with all those different combinations of sizes, you can create everything in that particular pattern.
And then again, look at how well that lends itself to that edge-to-edge quilting.
A total edge-to-edge. It just goes right on across. And another one that's really a favorite of mine, it's not, brand new. It came out in 2020, but that's the soft squares. And so they're really fun to play with, and lots of things you can do there, including edge to edge. So every one of these can very easily tie together and go across and fill the whole entire quilt. Some of these smaller pieces, the samples that I do aren't necessarily real big. The sample for the soft square centerpiece, it's 22 by 25, but that's so you can have an idea of what it looks like and how they work, and just kind of learn how to use the template. And then you can expand that or increase the number of those blocks, however, and it's really has enough information in the instructions for that project, how it would not be hard to do. This is one.
And isn't the soft squares class free with the purchase of the templates?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's the case with several of your classes on here. I think the stepping stones is the same way.
Right. And and so, this is just, what can you do? How many times have we gone to a quilt show and come home with templates or other items, and what are you going to do with them? You don't know, figuring it out isn't always the easy part. And so I like to include, when you purchase the templates, I'm going to give you a project that's going to let you use it and know what to do.
And that's certainly in the case. I think you also have the maple leaf. Somebody asked earlier about that and suggested that was their favorite template design. So I pulled that one up as well, and you've got a fun little project that goes with that too. Isn't that right?
That's right. So, there's several different things on there that can all be done. This stained glass project with the stepping stones, that's another one that was pretty fun. It had a lot of template quilting in it, and so that's what created that little background look back here in this particular one. So I know that many of you have seen that. We did that as a live class. So there should be other bits of information available too.
Excellent. Well, why don't we go ahead and pick a winner for one of the university classes that we shared today. Again, it's going to be the class on the university, so we'll go ahead and give you a free access code to win that. So I'm scrolling through, and I'm going to pick a winner for one of the classes that Donna shared. There's so many classes out there. So I'm going to go with Dee Dee Newhouse as the winner of a class. So Dee Dee, you get to pick your class. Go ahead and message us and let us know which class is the one that you want to win. But we're super excited to be able to share all of these amazing classes with you that Donna has brought in. And we have Janet here that is sitting on standby. So Janet, we're going to be right to you, but I just wanted to go ahead and finish up here with Donna. Donna, you, like I said, such an inspiration. So many amazing new tools that you brought to us here in the last year. So we're super excited to share all of those with everyone. And of course, the holiday sampler too is going to be the super giveaway. So all of you that have done your likes and your comments, and all of those are going to get you the opportunity to go ahead and win that new holiday sampler that Donna McCauley has created. So there was a lot of comments about how much they appreciate you doing different sizes in that, so they didn't match the set. So that was a lot of appreciation for that too. So they have one more size to play with, maybe on those placemats or holiday table runners and that sort of thing. So Donna, thank you again for joining us today. You're welcome to stick on and be part of all of Janet's amazing works that she's got in store for us here. So Janet, all the way in Perth, let's go ahead and get you on the big screen here. How are you doing today? We can't barely hear you, Janet. I don't know if you can get any closer to the audio here.
Is that better?
That is better. We can hear you much better now.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. For us, good afternoon. On the wall, I've got a lot of all my holiday stuff. We're getting feedback.
You're getting a little bit of feedback?
We're getting feedback.
Okay.
Does that get rid of it?
How about now?
Oh, is that better?
I think you sound great. Oh,
okay.
I hear me now.
Is that better?
I think it's worse.
It's worse now. Oh, technical stuff. Is that better?
Yes, you're better.
Okay, you're there. Up. Okay, try this. Okay.
I love this.
Okay, this is one of my. We've been doing quite a bit of stuff just recently. Obviously Christmas. This is one of the table runners I did, and this one is done using simple circles. We've got little blings and things on it. This one hasn't been properly quilted yet, but there's lots of room in here to practice your templates. What I try to do with my girls here is try to create canvases that you can now you can do all sorts of rule work on. So that's one of our little ones. It's some braid. We've got some bling on it. We're going bling crazy at the moment. So that's that little one there that we're going to play with. It's very, very simple. It's just fabric with pieces sewn onto it. Obviously with the ruler foot, it's much easier to do it that way. So that's a pretty little one from there. Behind me here, I have got, each year I try and create a Christmas tree. And my Christmas tree is different each year. Actually, I'm going to get Jill to get my other one, my Sashika one behind there, if you wouldn't mind, please, Jill. Jill's behind the camera. Everybody say hi to Jill. As usual, Jill's behind the camera. So during each year, I do a Christmas tree. So I think this was one of the early ones we did. Now, for those of you who have not seen this one is done with the Paisley templates. So the Paisley templates are what I've used for this. I've been using the templates for applique for several years now. I've got quite a few different projects, and some of those might come out and play next year, if that's what people are after. So this was done using Paisley, and behind the filler behind the back, I'll bring it forward so you can actually see some of the detail. Is that better? There we go. So this is all done using mini fills. I use mini fills a lot for different things, and the stuff I've used for this is actually that plastic placemat things that you can buy in your $2 store. So I wanted something a bit different, and that's what I've done on here. I've used Heat and Bond Ultra so that I don't have to stitch it down. So this is an applique one instead of this. So this was from, I think, 2 years ago, this one.
So did you call it a $2 store?
What was that?
Yeah, like your red dots or whatever.
Yeah, I'd like a $2 store. You know where you have a store where we have one called Spotlight. You probably have Walmart, things like that. And the stuff itself it's just like the plastic from placemats. That is, you'd never put it on your table in a million years, but it looks really nice on projects like this. To the left of here, this is my Feathered Dreams runner. This is my Christmas one. The original one, of course, was the black and the cream that is in Feathered Dreams. This is a free pattern for anybody who wants to do this. I did do a video, but the video sort of played up a little bit. So we're going to do that again, and I'll show you how to do this. I think a lot of people know how to do template quilting now. So this one's done using feathered leaf. So that's what we're doing. This is another one we did a little while back. This one I used the AccuQuilt cutter for this many years ago. For this one, I've used circles. So this is simple circles on this one. This one, it's up on the board because we've got a class literally straight after this, and we're teaching that. We're also, if you jump hands over to the side here, I won't fall over my little darlings. This is my Christmas treats. Those of you who have seen this pattern know that this particular one is a variation of this one. It's out of a new pattern that I'm hopefully will get done for early next year, called Baptist Feathers, because it looks feathery. This came about when I stitched it the wrong way round, but I did it not once, not twice, but 3 times. So I decided there's no such thing as a mistake. They're just design modifications. So we ended up with 2. So this one is more like a Christmas cracker. This one looks more like we call them lollies, you call them candies. So that pattern is available for there. And I think there is a video for that as well on the university. On the side here is my Christmas tree wall hanging. Now we've done several different ones of that. I've done them in different sizes and things. That one is also available. We've been doing Christmas stockings. So what we've been doing is I've got a Christmas stocking pattern. a very basic one, and we play with all sorts of things. That's the class we're doing this weekend. Both these classes will be doing this weekend, with lots of food and lots of goodies and things like that. Now, the Christmas tree that I did for this year for Wesley So Steady was this one. So I've done, I don't know if you can see that one, that's this one. And Jill tells me to come closer. Is that better? Lift it up.
It's beautiful.
And this one is, again, it's a small little tree. It's using parabolic curves, which are one of my favorite things in the world to play around with. I love playing with parabolic curves. And I've used colored thread. I use mini fills a lot to do my backgrounds. And this time, the one I did was, I found some fabric that I liked and put little Christmas trees and reindeers down the bottom. So that's just a quick little, that's a little project that I did for this year. It's just got little pretties. You can bling it up to bling it. We just started to bling it. You can just see the Christmas tree here. Jill is our bling queen, so she hands things to me to do. So now I'm handing this over to her for her to do. So this is my latest little one. It's a very, very simple thing to do. It's not hard, and it's something you can whip up quite quickly.
Well, we would love everybody to share with us your favorite holiday class or any of the classes that Jen is sharing with you today. And we are going to pick a winner for one of those awesome classes. So far, we're going to try to keep it on the holiday theme. So Janet has the tree class. We posted a link to that. She has the well, let's take a look at what we have actually shown on the So Steady University right now. I think the Christmas trees we have right here. We have that tree wall hanging, which Janet, we have the instructions for the Spinifex number 1 on that one. But it looks like you've done it with the Paisleys now, which is super exciting. She shared the free class, which is the Feather Dreams Table Runner. And that's a free class. I did post a link to that as well. And then there are quite a few other classes that Janet has created in here. She has definitely got more to come, it sounds like. I can't wait for that lollipop class, Janet. That's going to be amazing.
And that's one that, again, doesn't have to be Christmas. It can be any particular time of the year. It's something quick and easy, because a lot of people want something a little bit easier and quick. I've found that rather than lots of big things at the moment, people want quick and easy and get it all done.
Are getting a lot of for the parabolic curves Christmas tree. So we'll have to see if we can get our hands on that and get that added as a class. Or we're just going to have you come back and do it.
I bet Stacey wants this one like pretty quickly, so we'll get straight onto that one, Stacey.
I think that's going to be very popular.
Yeah, because it's easy, it's not hard. It's and you can bling it up to suit yourself. You can do it whatever colorways you like. It's something that you could easily achieve before Christmas, and have that and that. So nice and easy.
Okay, what are you doing today?
Okay, this little one here, I don't know whether you remember, but I actually broke my knee and had to postpone one of my classes. So what I did was I actually had to stay with my leg up for a long time. So because I can't sit still, I actually did this one. Well, you can see that.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
And
it's stunning, Janet.
So that's going to be, it's all done in sashiko. So it's been I've sort of anchored it, and I'm now going to use some curve rulers to create some sashiko, because what I'm doing is I'm using I'm going to draw on with chalk the lines that I want, and I'm going to sashiko from the templates the lines, but I'm going to do it in navy on the back of here. So So this was a quilt that I just decided that I needed something to do, and I've been doing quite a bit of sashiko, and I've been thinking there's some great templates that would make fabulous sashiko designs. So that's another way to look at how to use templates. So that's my and we put little gnomes around it. So that was my this year's Christmas project.
It just goes to show that you can use the templates against anything.
You can use the templates for anything, absolutely.
What templates did you use for that one, Janet?
What I'm going to use is I'm going to use probably the 12-inch arc ruler, because what I want to do is I want to create almost like hills in the background, but I'm going to do it, I'm not going to do any color, it's going to be navy. So I'll keep posting these because it's to show that templates can be used. We see a lot of stuff where we're using templates to create a project. What I've been trying to look at is how I can use the templates to create something different. I've been doing applique for many years. Somewhere around here, I've got Freya's Garden. Yeah, this is one that I did a while back. You probably remember this one, Stacey. This was Freya's Garden. And that was created using
Bell curve.
flying bell curve. I remember flying bell curve.
Remember the shape.
And then it was some templates, and it's done in felt. So it really is something that I think you can see some of the detail in there. And then I put the templates to create the base, but I've hand quilted it. So it's about using it in different ways. So that's Freya's Garden. It was going to have all these fancy stitches on it, but it ended up getting a very simple stitch because I got bored, and it actually turned out better doing it that way. So that's Freya's Garden. That'll come next year. I have been, this is Wesley do a braider ruler, which I've done the full-size braider quilt, which I must send you a picture of, Stacey. And I decided that I wanted to do a Christmas braid. And this is my Christmas braid. It's upside down, there we go. So this is my Christmas braid. Again, very simple, 2.5-inch squares. You can use it for a jelly roll, or you can use your adjustable ruler to create your 2.5-inch strip really, really easily. So this one's not quilted yet, but it'll get done very, very shortly. So this
I actually see that one in a lot of the ones around.
Yeah. Yes, yeah, there's a few, there's a lot of fabrics in here that are around me because they've all come from the same ranges and things. So that's the braider. That's another one that we've got the pattern for. I've got a pattern for, and I can get that organized. With the adjustable ruler, I use it a lot to create that upside down. It doesn't really matter, to create a lot of half square triangles, because it's a very, very quick, easy way to create half square triangles. This is going to be a big European cushion, and it's all half square triangles that are done using the adjustable ruler. These are all bits and pieces that were left over from projects. So this is going to be a little cushion eventually. I was a bit slack this year, but breaking my knee, sort of a bit like Donna, it put me out of action for a little while, and that. When it comes to Christmas things like placemats. These are placemats that I did, placemats and a runner. And if you can, I don't know if you can see that, I'll turn it around the other way. But I've used the templates to quilt it. Again, all my girls here like to have something, a surface that they can quilt on. This one's got hearts on it. It's also got it's actually got templates of my new range of templates, which will come out next year. So that's one. Then we've got, this one is done with circles and Spinifex 36. And this is using a stripe fabric, one of those fabrics that you've got lots of bars of colour in them. They're in a lot of the patchwork shops. This one was straight lines within there. And then I've got a runner that is the same. So those were all a very simple, very quick and easy, a bit like the first one that's got the circles on it. The other thing that I did when it came to the braids, I did this quilt. I've done this quilt. Now, this fabric for a little while, but I decided that this is what I wanted to do. Is it the right way around? There we go. Sorry about that, guy, everyone. So this is using a panel. This is using a panel and using the braid ruler, the braider ruler, the Wesley one, to create the braid around it. Then I will go ahead and quilt this. So this is the next one. So that's one of my quilting projects to get finished now. So that's using braider. The other things we have been working.
You know, what I want to do is I just want to remind everyone that we definitely want you to like, comment, and share to be able to let us know what your favorite class that Janet has shared with us, that she is currently on the university, that we can go ahead and give away right now. And then she shared with us some new stuff. So I want you to tell us what of the new stuff that we don't have on here yet. Right now, what we have on there is the Christmas treats, the Christmas tree wall hanging that has the Spinifex 11. And then we've got the Feathered Dreams. And we do have the coffee and cream pattern, but that's not the same as that awesome felt project that you did. So if somebody loves that project, then definitely let us know that's the one for you. So really from a Christmas standpoint, I would say let's stick to the Christmas treats and the Christmas tree wall hanging. Which one's your favorite? We're going to give one of those away right now. And then we want you to tell us, of all of these new amazing classes, which one of them you would love to win, so we can get Janet on getting those over to the university.
Okay.
So Janet, what else do you have?
When it came to Christmas, let me see what else I've got on here. Excuse me, going away. I've got a trolley at the side of me here that I'm using. Some of you may have seen on Wesley by me, I did this project in my monthly Wesley club with my girls here. I teach them to think. I teach them to go outside the box. And this was one where we used Spinifex Feather, which is probably one of my all-time favorite ones. So this is Spinifex Feather. Mine's not quite finished yet. Some of my girls here have been very prolific in getting things finished. I think you saw Jenny Dorff-Peterson's on. But what I try to do with these projects is I try to create a framework that you can quilt in. So what I've been trying to create for a while is some sizings that the different templates will fit in. That blue one just under there, Jill, that one. So this is one of them. This one here is part of my series of, this fits any 11.5-inch template. So you have got places to fit 11.5-inch templates. I'm doing one with a 9.5, 7, 5, 3, and then I've got a miniature which I've got. I think I've done the miniature, that yellow one there, darling. And this is my miniature, because you can fit any of the miniatures into those shapes at the moment. So it's just a bit of an idea to help people to create a framework that you can quilt in. I know Kate does a lot of free motion, so you can take stuff like that as well. This was one of my earlier applique pieces. I wanted to applique and quilt it on the same thing. So that is Spinifex 12, I think. Can't remember now. It's a while back since I did it. So I've been doing applique for quite a while. And then the detailing on it is uses one template.
In that closer so you can see the centre.
Can you see that there?
Yeah.
So the idea is to teach techniques which you can take any template and do something similar. That way you're creating your own designs, not copying what I'm doing. But that's that one. Again, I've got new ones coming out. Well, this is a new old one. This is using the half hex, and this is using the half hex template. It's a fabulous one, nice and easy to do, but gives you great quilting opportunities to play in that. So that's another one that will be coming out soon. I have been doing Christmas tree skirts. I've been doing these for a while now. This is my Christmas tree skirt. And this is done using Cali Star. So that's Cali Star. And this one is the one that's not started. So Cali Star is another beautiful one that is quite quick and easy to make, doesn't take very long. By not putting the corners on, we end up with a fabulous Christmas tree skirt. Not content with getting that far, I decided I wanted a runner, and this is using partials. So Cali Star is another one that will be coming up.
Maybe I'll hold that one.
Do it that way, Jill?
Yeah.
Jill thinks it's better that way. Is that better?
You can see it.
She likes that better. It's still got some quilting to go on it, but we'll get there eventually. Okay. The other ones, that one there, the green one, that is also Cali Star. This is another one that is beautiful. This is the striped one. As probably a lot of you know, I did a lot of these things, many years ago, because we did rulers before we did templates in this. So what I'm trying to create as well was a progression, of a series progression. This lot here is quilted in placemat size, but going to get put together. So that is a straight template. So each template in the starter set I've used to create different designs. We will film this. That one there is the arc, 4-inch arc. That one, okay guys, what's this one? Tell me what this one is. Clamshells. That one is the spiral. That one is circles.
Hey, Janet, can you come all closer to the screen?
Pardon?
Close to the screen.
Close to the screen. Okay, so that one there, that one is not finished yet, but that is spinning wheel 36. That one is circles. Each one is done only using one template. So it's just one template on the mat, because the more you play with a single template, the better you get. That one is spiral. This one is clamshell.
Umbrellas.
It looks like umbrellas. Yes, we can make umbrellas. That one is the 4-inch arc. that one is Spinifex 4. And that one is the very first thing I teach people to do before anything else is I teach them to do this. And this is modern quilting. So this is straight lines all over. And that's one of the best ways to learn stitch regulation and making sure you get your stitches right. And then that's the spare one. A long time ago, I pulled this out, Stacey, because this was my original. You probably can't see it very well because it's cream on cream. But this was my original snowflakes quilt from way back when we first started. It's very basic. It's not got a lot of excess bling on it, but I wanted it that way because when people were starting, they wanted something that was simple. So that was my snowflake quilt.
I love that. All right, well, let's go ahead. Based on what we've seen, we're going to pick a winner for one of the amazing projects we currently have on the university, and that's going to be Pam Ernst. Pam Ernest, you're the winner. Go ahead and message us and let us know which of Janet's classes on the university you'd like to win. And then, Janet, you've got some amazing projects in store for us. I think you've inspired everyone today. With all of your designs. So we so appreciate you joining us all the way from Perth.
Yeah, but it's morning now, so it's not too bad. It's going to be 40 degrees Celsius here today, so we're in for a very, very hot one. I think when we spoke last night, Stacey, you said it's 40 degrees Fahrenheit where you are. I think I prefer your weather to ours. Yeah,
so true. Yes, it is colder here in the United States. You guys are in the midst of your summer. We're heading into winter, and
but like I said, I've got lots and lots of new things coming up. I'm talking to Stacey about them, and we'll try and get ourselves organised, and hopefully I won't get a bit incapacitated and break my knee, because for about 10 weeks, I actually couldn't get my leg under a sewing machine. Now, how hard was that? That was really, really stressful for me because I couldn't sew. You did a lot of handwork. But I did a lot of handwork, and I've worked out lots of playing around with templates in a different way. Because while we all love ruler work and we love doing that, it's nice to do something a bit different and, get our money's worth out of our templates. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you at the next live. And from our families over here to your families over there, we wish you all the best Christmas. And yeah, we'll get to it. Nice to catch up with you all.
Excellent. Well, thank you all so much for joining us today. We're super excited to have you here. And we do have a few more things that we wanted to share with everyone. So again, we picked a winner for one of Janet's awesome classes that she has there. And Janet, like I said, I think you inspired all of us with all of your other awesome classes coming. I'm kind of personally super excited about that lollipop pattern or design table runner that you showed early on. So I wanted to go ahead and share with everyone a couple more opportunities to win and get some bonus items. So I'm going to take you all the way to our So Steady website, and I'm going to take you to our stocking stuffers, because we have started our Stuff Your Stocking 12 days. So that means that each day over the next 2-3 weeks, we're going to be having a bonus deal where you can take advantage of stuffing your stocking. Most of these are going to be BOGOs, so buy one, get one. That means that you get one and then you get to give one to a friend. So we started with the Crafter's Notions necklace. That was yesterday. Today we're doing a bonus deal with our stable tape. You can find all of these awesome bonus deals right here on our So Steady website. I'm going to go ahead and looks like I'm not taking you to that. So I'm going to change that screen and share the correct screen with you, which is going to be right here. So let me go ahead and grab that. There it is. All right, now I'm showing you the right screen. So our 12 days of deals, the Crafters Notions necklace, I'm going to do that as my next giveaway. So we're going to give away a Crafters Notions necklace. That was our special deal yesterday. All of these, in addition to doing a BOGO day or having a special giveaway each day over the next couple of weeks, you're going to have the opportunity to be able to get 20% off if you buy 3 or more of these items. So not only do you get the opportunity for the buy one, get one, but you do have the extra bonus opportunity as well. So if you need stable tape, now's the time to get it. We're doing a BOGO day today on stable tape. Tomorrow we're going to have our Ruler Foot Echo Guide as our bonus deal. We've got our polish kits on Thursday. Oh, and our fabric pre-cuts. There's going to be some BOGO on that on Friday. So again, lots and lots of opportunities to be able to take advantage of and really get some great deals coming for you. So take a look at that page. I did post a link to that page as well. And again, we're so appreciative to be able to have the lovely Donna from Arizona with DM Quilting Designs. And of course, she's created so many awesome projects and designs with Westerly Design Rulers. And then Janet Collins from the First Stitch to the Last Designs. Again, creating amazing projects constantly. And we're going to get a bunch more of those onto our Sew Study University. We did have some feedback as far as what people want to see. And I think hands down, that parabolic curve Christmas tree, we want to get as soon as possible out of you, Donna. So coming soon to all of you, the parabolic curve Christmas tree. People can't wait to see how you did that, Janet. So we'll have to make sure we can get that to them as soon as possible. And again, happy holidays, everyone. We'll be back next week with some more awesome opportunities to win, some more inspiration for all of you. And we're excited to keep sharing some additional projects and classes, and of course, some more giveaways and tools as well. So happy holidays.
Bye.